So in this video, we're going to be talking about how to develop your personal pitch and why it's so important to really think through what's the first impression that you want to make with someone. So the question that I ask is, what's the goal of a personal pitch? Is it to get a job? Nope. Is it to get an interview? Nope. The goal of a personal pitch is really to get the other person interested and curious about who you are and wanting to learn more. You want them to say, I kind of like this person. I want to ask them more questions to get them to know them better. So we're going to walk through a framework and a structure to help you develop your personal pitch. Hopefully by now you've watched a TED Talk by Simon Sinek called How Great Leaders Inspire Action, and starting with why. And why is it so important to start with why? The reason that we use this TED Talk and Simon's framework on developing a personal pitch is because we feel like it's very important for you to speak from your heart and explain why you do what you do, right? Why we get out of bed every day and why we get excited. As Simon mentions in his TED Talk, we're not really good at putting words to our why. We can say what we do. We can say that I'm a human resources student and I work at a coffee shop here on campus and I like to walk dogs at the Humane Society in my spare time. That's what I do, but that's not why I do what I do. So being able to speak from our why is going to help people connect with our passion, our interests, and get them curious to learn more about what we do. So let's break down the golden circle and what this looks like. So starting with why. The why is, why do you do what you do? What is your purpose? The how is how you do what you do. I like to think of the how as personal values. My personal values are courage and curiosity, and those values help drive my decision making every day. But they're not why I do what I do. And then what do you do? So breaking these down and learning how we can speak from our why versus our what is going to help us inspire and motivate others and connect other people to our cause. I'm going to give you two different examples of a personal pitch, one that is speaking from the what versus one that is speaking from the why. So the first one is, hi, my name is Abby Davis. I'm a human resources student here at OSU. I'm really interested in human resources and hoping that I can find an internship to, learn more about the different areas of HR. Let's see, I work part-time on campus. I work at the coffee shop, and then I'm a student worker as well in our Student Success Center. And I really like dogs. I go to the Humane Society and I like to walk dogs on the weekend. That was personal pitch number one. So let's talk more about the why and how we can tie that into the personal pitch. So here's my why, and I've worked at least 2 years on developing this why statement. And again, it really encompasses the things that get me excited and what I'm passionate about. So my why is to inspire others to learn and live a life of ongoing challenge and growth so that we can all enjoy a more prosperous society. If you know anything about me, I am a huge believer of self-development and ongoing personal growth. And I feel like if we all did that in our society, we'd be able to have much more fulfilling lives, and we would see people who are all pursuing jobs and careers and dreams that they are passionate about. So I like to help encourage people to constantly grow and develop so that they can achieve their professional goals. I love this quote from Einstein. It says, "A student is not a container you have to fill up, but a torch you have to light up." And if there's anything that you take away from the things that we're doing in the Easton Center, I hope that it's not just cramming knowledge in your brain, but it's getting you excited to pursue your cause and your interests. Okay, so let's try out this personal pitch number 2 example. Hi, my name is Abby Davis. I'm a human resources major here at OSU, and I believe that everyone has something special to contribute to their workplace or their community, but maybe they don't always have the right opportunities to make that contribution. Throughout my time here at OSU, I've really enjoyed connecting and meeting with new people, hearing their stories and understanding what things help drive them to be the best that they can be. I genuinely care about their development, and I want to encourage them to continue growing. I'm looking for an opportunity to work in human resources where I can help connect people who want to learn and grow, but may need a little bit of extra help. So that was personal pitch number 2. Let's break it down in my response to you. Now, I've worked through and I've typed this out just like I want you to do. Now, every time I speak to this, I'm not going to hit it verbatim, and I don't want you to sound scripted, right? But we want to draft this out so that you know how to speak to it each time, and you can put a spin on it and customize it based upon who you're visiting with. So the first part, I believe everyone has something special to contribute to their workplace or community, but not everyone may get the right opportunities in life to realize that contribution. That is truly a strong belief that I hold. Throughout my time here at OSU, I've enjoyed meeting and finding ways to connect with new people. I'm interested in their story and genuinely care about their development. I help people understand their strengths and drive. I'm looking for an opportunity to work in human resources that will help connect me with people who want to learn and grow, but may need a little extra help. So there's a process and a framework to this personal pitch, and that's what I'm going to introduce to you next. So working on your personal pitch, there's really 3 things that we want to tell a recruiter, and you saw mine broken out into 3 different paragraphs, and that's what this is. So step 1 is telling them who you are. I want you to think about 3 to 4 experiences in your academic, your work, or your personal life that have really had an impact on your career interests and have shaped who you are. What are you passionate about? What do you get excited about? Really telling them not just who you are and your name and your major and where you're from, but who you are about what you get excited about. A problem that you can help identify and solve. So then you're going to take those interests and that passion and turn it into something that you're going to be able to help do for an employer. So back to mine, I like to help inspire people to learn and grow and develop. I'm looking for opportunities to connect with people to help them achieve their professional goals. And number 3, what are you looking for? And when I say what are you looking for, I don't mean, I'm looking for an internship or I'm looking for a full-time job. I'm saying what type of opportunity are you looking for? What type of experiences do you want to be able to gain? It's not necessarily about money. It's about what type of environment and what type of team do you want to be able to contribute to. So let's look at a couple other examples. I love this one. Hi, my name is Susie, and ever since I was little, I've been fascinated with creativity and design. I believe that every person, product, and service has an interesting story to tell. I'm passionate about telling that story through digital marketing. I'm looking for an opportunity to apply and grow my skill set with an innovative company that likes to think outside the box. So Susie is a marketing major, and you can tell that about halfway through her personal pitch, right? She didn't just come out and say, I'm a marketing major, but she really started off by saying how fascinated she is with creativity and design and how she thinks that everything, every person, every product, every service has a unique story to tell, and she wants to tell that story. Let's look at another example. Hi, my name is John, and I'm an MSIS major. I believe that data analytics will be the biggest competitive driver for businesses going forward. I'm naturally curious and like to find ways to connect systems and tell a story with the data. I'm looking for an opportunity to work with a company that sees the value in data analytics and wants to use it to challenge the status quo. So this is someone who very much enjoys data analytics, and they want to find an opportunity with a company that sees the value that it can add. So 2 very, very different personal pitch examples, very different from my personal pitch, and yours should be unique too. This is something that a career coach at the Easton Center can certainly help you with, so you can reach out and we'd be happy to walk you through the details and help you brainstorm on the ways to effectively describe your experiences and your personal pitch. So a few additional tips to be mindful of. Number 1 is write down and practice. And I know these are things that we may feel uncomfortable practicing, but it's the only way that we're going to get better. So you want to write these down. If you're going to a career fair, if you're going to a virtual networking session, these are all great opportunities to use this personal pitch. And I want you to write it down and customize it based upon your audience. Keep it simple. This should not be a dissertation. I don't want you to use big words. I've seen students that are trying to be impressive and they put these very big words in there and then they stumble on them. We just want to keep it simple. We want to use plain language. Slow is better. I have to remind myself of this constantly. When I get nervous, my speech begins to speed up and I talk very fast. So just try to take a deep breath and know that slow is better. Make eye contact. This isn't something that you're necessarily going to script and say it out verbatim, right? A lot of times I weave my personal pitch into the conversation. So if someone says, oh, well, what do you do? Or, oh, what are you interested in? I may feed them bits and pieces of my personal pitch and tie it all together. So make eye contact with them and have a natural, organic conversation with them. Don't feel like this is something that you just need to script out and say. Record yourself and practice with a friend. Again, a lot of times we don't like recording ourselves. We don't like watching that video. But again, it's the only way that you're going to get better and improve. Practice, practice, practice. That's what's going to help you nail your personal pitch.